Hello patrons, I've got two little videos here. One of them I took all this footage when I was making the moon for August, and this is the August moon, which is made out of all these little scraps of fabric that were left over from making the commission quilt for August, July, June, whenever I made it. Anyway, so I've got these bits of information. I always like to share them with you if I have them. And so this one was, I painted the red background quite a while before I had an idea about how I was going to make the cards. And this is me having a little think now. I've speeded up bits of this video. I've left bits of it exactly at the right speed. So we're all over the place with speeds here. So this is, here we go, making the moon for August. And then at the end of this, I'm making the moon for September as well. The moon card for September. So you'll have got, the people who get the cards, you'll have got this one. You should have done. And the other one, the one at the end, hopefully, you've either got it or it's definitely on its way. So when I do these cards then, I think very carefully about the different quotes that I might use. And then really, I create the backgrounds first. And then I just sort of relax into it and see what the card wants to look like. So the paper, the black paper here, is a load of paper I brought back from India when I went there 9-10 years ago. And it's lovely handmade, hand-embossed paper from India, which I've still got a bit left of. The stamps that I use are ones that were carved by Martha years ago, and they look a bit messy now, but they work beautifully. And so this is the production. I make about 70 of these, and so here they all are. That was the August moon, the moon when all things ripen. I really like that. So now then, we're going to have the lots of lovely paper tearing. And so this is the tissue paper that's got a little tiny bit of glitter in. Someone sent me something wrapped up in that paper. You might recognise it. And then some bit of green tearing up. Loads of fun, especially speeded up. And then I tore up a different colour green, so that I wanted to make a bit of a landscape on the bottom of these cards. And I also used some little strip of Liberty fabric as well. So mixing all of those up. And then so the top bit is I don't know, what would you call it? Like the clouds, I suppose. And the inspiration for this moon was the harvest moon. And I've been wanting to make this one ever since I first started thinking about the moon cards, because that little image there is taken from the front of the album by Neil Young that's called Harvest. And that's his quote as well. So here we go. I'm writing out the September moon. And I'm just about to embark on the October moon, because I want to try and get that card finished, because some other exciting things are happening in October. And I might not be quite so able to do any sort of craft activities with Martha making her own project happen. So I'm going to work on that one soon. And I haven't got any ideas for it whatsoever, none. But we'll see where we go with that one. So this is a short video with a little bit of making, speeded up making, and that is what's going on here at the moment, is trying to get ahead of the game with the cards for the moons. So I've got the moon for October, November and December. I'm thinking of them all at the moment. So that's coming to you today. From the Last Homely House Patreon club, and so I'm off now to see Martha and Adam. I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time with them over the next few days and weeks as we start planning and getting ready for this baby coming. Now, I'm doing a lot of making for the baby, and so sometime soon I'm going to film some of that. I'm going to post some of those making things on the main channel, and I think that's going to be fun. So a few nice little bits and pieces that I'm making. So I hope you're all well at the moment. As I speak to you, Rocky's just sitting on the windowsill here. He's just had a big bowl of dinner. Norma's not very well. Don't want to alarm anybody, but she's 18 and she's just looking a bit under the weather, and so I'm going to keep an eye on her for a day or two, and then I might take her to the vets soon to see what the vet has to say about her. She's just not looking her usual self, but she is 18 and she is slowing down a little bit. I think she's amazing. So I'm going to put all this together now, patrons. Thank you very much for hanging on in there, and I'll see you all very soon. And yeah, I've got quite a lot of things backed up that I'm working on, so I'll tell you about all of those soon. In fact, I've got loads of things. I'm going to film something tomorrow that I think you're going to find really interesting. But there's lots happening in the sidelines and not a lot I can talk about just yet. But yeah, I'll let you know about all of that in the fullness of time. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye now.